What's going on, everybody? And thank you for joining us here at SlamX. I gotta tell you, I remain bullish because we are the 1%. The 99 is still not here. Once that happens, and look, for that to happen, years are gonna pass by. I better start working on my positions, on the info, on the knowledge, on the growth, because crypto is the answer, and I want you in it. Oscar Ramos live, everybody, and welcome to the SlamX YouTube channel, where we're going to be talking about weekly about what happened in this week. Well, we are mid-May now, past mid-May. A lot has happened since the Bitcoin halving. That was last month. And I think a lot of people expected the market to have something positive in the green. Remember that before the halving, we went to $73,000, max all-time high for BTC. What happened with altcoins? They haven't done its run. So what I'm expecting and what I'll tell you is really what occurred, some price analysis, see the latest news and updates, because guess what? FOMC, and what I mean with FOMC is the Fed data that is affecting the markets, mostly here in the US. You don't want to miss it. Don't forget to smash the like button and consider subscribing to the channel, guys. You'll have all the links down below for SlamX, all the info. We are preparing big things for you. So I think you don't wanna miss that, guys. You're seeing right now on the screen the price of BTC Bitcoin, and if you don't know any TA, if you know TA, or if you kind of are more or less in learning, well, just want to say that the price hasn't changed much since the last 2.5 months after the pump that we had from the 40s to the 60s and to the 70s. I can use this price label and showed you the ups, the downs, the consolidations, the level. Roughly right now in the 60s, we are at a consolidated level from the previous bull market. The previous bull market price was $69,000. We are at 66, as you can see right there. So FYI. We'll get into that in just a second. Just then, this happened on May 17th. 2.1, what is it? 1,000 million billion. Wow. So much money worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum options expire. So that happened on the 17th. Definitely a lot of people trading. So if you're not involved, this is just a message for you to be awake of what's going on in crypto, which is a lot of action. Guess what? In the United States, there's always conflict and conversations and talks because people want to pass laws that benefit us, the users, corporations, institutions, and the world. And Cynthia Lumens, actually, I met her 2 years ago at a conference, Consensus 2022 in Austin, Texas. And it was good. You know, she was speaking back in the day about the stable coin regulation and so on. It's so good to see senators and people who are interested in crypto and Bitcoin working for years ago, so it's really good to see her now post that Bitcoin laser eyes after pro-crypto legislation passed in the Senate today. So great job. That was on the 16th. Really, really good news for crypto as a whole. Millennial Management discloses 2 billion spot Bitcoin ETF portfolio. They're not talking too much, but they're starting to disclose a little bit of the bullish and what they really have and what angle positions they hold when it comes to crypto, guys. GameStop, GME down 32%. Now, I don't want to talk too much about stocks here, but what happened is that in the last couple of weeks, starting in May, we had this issue, opportunity, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to Roaring Kitty profile here on X, GME and AMC stocks in the stock trading, in the stock market. They were nuts in price, and many blockchains copied those ticker symbols, created their own tokens, and they pumped and dumped and made a lot of people money. So many people lost money too. So that happened lately in the markets. And well, it's the meme coin / community token space where it's really risky, but some people like to play it. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. There's a lot of interesting things, lies, deception, but glory to those who know how to play it, right? So in this case, GME eventually is not correcting, and that is affecting most of the tokens that were created in so many blockchains. Vanguard hires new CEO. Let me give you some backstory here, guys. When BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, Bannock, Franklin, and so many more asset managers, you're talking the ones who hold trillions of dollars, not millions, not billions, trillions of dollars worth of investments, PCs, equity, everything. Vanguard, who is one of the big ones, said no. The CEO said, we're not doing BTC, spot ETFs. Imagine the level of backlash the CEO had. And what happened is that on May 15th, this week, Vanguard banned all spot Bitcoin ETFs previously in January. But now things seem to be changing. They just hired a new former BlackRock ETF head as the new CEO. So you know that eventually things might change, and that's going to affect a lot of positions and investors. So just another reason for you to remain bullish. Guys, inflation. When I was talking to you about FOMC, the CPI data, and the federal funds rate, inflation is still high. It's supposed to be at around 2% according to Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman. That's the goal, to get to 2%. Right now, that is headline inflation, overall CPI data. But I'm going to show you this one, which is a core inflation rate, which is what when you exclude items that are very volatile, like food, energy, and others. When you do that, you get a much cleaner number when it comes to inflation. And this is the one that the Federal Reserve sees the most, the core inflation core rate. Guys, from last year, 5%, finally, because we were stuck at around high fours, 3.6. This is core inflation. This is amazing. Great news. Headline inflation reached 3.4. Core inflation finally is dropping. And this is good news because it helps people with the idea of a federal funds cut rate. That it's what everybody's talking about during the FOMC meeting. And it happens. We've been watching it together. It's been so much fun. So on my personal channel, Oscar Ramos, right? So it's really exciting, and I completely invite you to continue joining us because it's going to be amazing. Eventually, once we get our first cut, everybody's going to be watching, and I think prices will, maybe not financial advice, but maybe, are going to react really positively. And well, everybody, the prices, the levels, the trillions of dollars so far, 2.4, BTC and some of the plays, as you're seeing right now on the screen, seem decent. And the greed and fear index looks, as of right now, stable. There you guys have it, everybody. That's what happened this week. That's what you got to be alert watching. I'll see you next one. And just be safe. Always invest what you are willing to lose. Do your own research. Don't trust anybody. Just your intuition. And at the end, take accountability and responsibility for what you do, because crypto is it's a difficult place for some people, but you can make a lot of money. When it comes to money, bad things and good things can happen. So stay alert. Thanks for coming to SlamX. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.